stay straight. Alright, let me open up so I can bring up this Polygon news. Bruh, I see one more. You gonna see a lot of I'm gonna just talk about everything that's already been saying shit. I don't even know. I gotta know. To just flow off of this to be an intro. All right, you guys. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, wait, hold on. Hopefully you should be able to hear me now. All right, what's going on, you guys? Happy Friday. It's Monday. It is Monday. But we're gonna let it feel like a Friday, okay? The energy feels like it's a Friday. And yeah, we're getting things rolling. So we're doing a live stream. I hope to do more live streams. We'll definitely be hitting it back on Mondays. And you can also pause. Hold on now. You can go ahead and subscribe, hit the notifications bell, and like this video. You know, all the things that you do when you watch a video and you forget that you were supposed to do those things, right? Because you want more of that content. Right? Okay, cool. That creativity, the information I'm going to be bringing, because it's going to be fire, and that's it. And I appreciate you, right? Because we're in this together. We got a long road ahead, right? With all the new changes, with the financial systems, dealing with the blockchain, dealing with, crypto in general, and just in general, like all over the world, right? Not gonna get too much into everything. But we're gonna stick to like Web3, blockchain, and just all the things that I've identified, and just kind of get you introduced to the concepts and the idea of what it's really about. Because that's what's most important right now, preparing you for where we're heading, right? And where we already are, but literally we're like in this new wave of the internet. Right? So imagine if you weren't here when the internet first started, then guess what? You're here now, and you're here with your friends or anybody, all that creativity, just anything. It doesn't matter. Not even just with the internet, because again, this show is authenticity, purpose, and innovation. So of course, everything connects, online or offline. And so you can also see these changes in life, right? The shifts, the tides. You can see it in nature. You can see it in your relationships. You can see it within yourself. And all of these things are going to be reflecting. So shout out to you and everyone else that's on board, right? Because we're all on this ship. So anyway, let's get into today. This is definitely my first day back, so it might be a little shaky, but we'll deal with it. So what I wanted to go over first, I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of get into some real blockchain stuff. So I wanted to get into Polygon, right? So Polygon has been around for a while, or Polygon Labs. And so basically, Polygon is like an well, they say it's an L2, but it's really just a alternative built on Ethereum. So it's an L1, what they call, like, so basically it's superior to the same as Ethereum, but it reduces fees, as most cryptocurrency blockchains will tell you. It reduces fees. And right now their focus is payments, right? Payments. So today, bear with me. Let me see if I can pull this up for you guys. Let's see, how do we, look, y'all gonna have to hold it. So let's see. That's the only thing I didn't. Okay, so let's see. Let me see. Media file. Y'all gonna see me do this in real time right now. Until, next time. Will be a lot better. But I had to get on here and just go ahead and make this happen. So let me see here. Oh, hold on. Maybe not that so much. Let's just do it this way. Oh, let's add a new source instead. Image. Here we come, y'all. I'm learning this on the fly, right? And it's okay. All right, let's see if this works. Okay, well, hey, let's see. And let's see. All right, y'all, look. Y'all just gonna have to give it to me right now. So today, you can still hear my voice, then that's all good. So today, Polygon announced they have a new head of crypto, and guess where he came from? He came from Stripe, right? So if you're going to be the best in payments, then why wouldn't you onboard someone from Stripe? Stripe has literally taken over payments in the what they call Web 2 space, okay? So within this Web 2 space, yeah, you literally, it's just dealing with like PayPal, your regular payments like Square, Stripe, Venmo, anything that you've ever paid somebody through, whether it was for business, on a website, yeah, pretty much. So the former head of crypto from Stripe is now Polygon Labs Chief Product Officer. So this is literally, all of the, what they call degans, those are just, it's short for degenerates. But people are just only concerned with the price going up. Most of the time they have a profile picture with like an image, like a cartoon image or like an NFT or what they call a crypto punk or some type of profile photo where they may have purchased it, similar to an NFT, unless it is an NFT. But basically, they're the ones who are normally screaming about the price of something, like get this price up, because that's what's happening a lot. Most of the time, you have half and half. You have people who are concerned with the price because they want to make their money back. They invested like $10,000 or maybe $1,000, maybe even $100, and they waiting for it to hit $1 so that they can make their money's worth or something. And so this type of news is similar to Wall Street. Like, when there's big news for a company, and and they bring on somebody who for a fact they're going to take that business to the next level. So this is like equivalent to that type of news in Web3 and in the blockchain space. And even for, just online period. So shout out to Polygon for making that move. And we'll get, later on down the line, I'll probably get into it a little bit more as well in regards to just in general, as far as Polygon goes. But I at least just wanted to let you all know about that. So let's get back here. How can I get back to myself? Y'all, this is embarrassing. But I'm okay with it because, let me see something. Bear with me. I'm trying to get my face back on here. But in the meantime, I'm going to continue talking, right? So that's some of the main news. Now, as far as it goes with just in general, with the Web3 space or the blockchain in general, you're going to be hearing a lot more news in regards to cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum. If you're tuned into that, unless you're tuned into like the other side of news that's just talking about politics, which most people normally are, just the politics, and you may tune into CNBC or something. But if you're truly interested in this channel and in this information, then you're probably trying to figure out, what's going on with my money, or how can I do something different with my money, or what is this blockchain stuff all about, right? And so with that, that's what we're here for today, to pretty much go ahead and help people understand what blockchain is all about, how you can integrate into it, how you can learn about the infrastructure, the terms, that you'll normally hear, like blockchain, cryptocurrency, Ethereum, Polygon, hyperliquid, decentralized exchanges, AI agents. There's just a number of things, wallets, which you probably hear about. If you're familiar, then you have a wallet already on your phone. And that wallet is through, the phone that you have. So it's through Apple, or it's through, let's see, who else? Android, whatever phone you have. They provide you a wallet so you can add your cards and all that stuff to it, right? So that's the biggest thing going on right now. All right, so let me see if we can go ahead and get me back on the screen. If not, y'all just gonna have to hear my voice today. And I'm okay with that. I am purely okay with it. Oh, okay, now let's see what we got going on. Starting soon. Let's see. I just want to. Well, one thing about it, once we really get this rolling, it's gonna be lit. Yeah, all right, y'all. So yeah. So anyway, that's the introduction. Honestly, I do have more information, but I'll probably be uploading a lot of that before the end of this week. Today, I just wanted to make sure I set off the tone. You know, it's a little quaky because of me being new to using Streamlabs, but it's okay. I'll have a complete understanding of it by the end of the night or tomorrow. And by the time we get back on here on Monday, make sure you set your notifications, subscribe, and just like it for the sake of the fact that you feel bad for how I came on today. Anyway, yeah, so it's a lot of information, honestly. I hope that your excitement is just as, excitement or anxiety. Hopefully you're not anxious or anxietous about this, because it's not necessarily a bad thing at all what's happening. It's just that we've never actually seen the transfer of how currencies and money evolves in real time, and that's what's happening right now. Money is evolving right now in real time, right? So once you understand that, then it's just kind of like, all you can do is just pretty much pay attention and, get involved how you need to based off of what you want to do. Whether it's in your business of how it's going to transform what your payments or what you're doing, or even just connecting with people. It's not just money that's changing, like everything is changing, because everything is decentralized. And the key thing about things being decentralized is that it just means that the industries are open. So it's no longer like a closed loop thing where only these people were able, to do this thing. No, it's literally like open market. So if you're able to, whatever ideas you've had, in the past or that you thought couldn't happen, we probably have the tools for them now. So whether you want to do it by yourself, even in music, no matter what industry it is, healthcare, music, commerce, even in products, I don't know how it's affecting supply chain. Well, actually, I do on the blockchain, and especially accounting, because the easiest thing for you to remember is that the blockchain is just a really big accounting ledger, right? For transparency. So anything that is sent to the blockchain is literally a receipt of an action taken or a transaction, but still it's an action, right? So that's just like something that you can keep in mind, right? And we'll also dive into like smart contracts and different things like that. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and close this out because, yeah, I wanna make sure that we have myself in here first. But let me see if I can get it back while we're still here. Okay, well, hey, we got us back like that. That works. That works for me too. Shoot, at least we found something. So, yeah. So we'll go from there, and hopefully next time things will definitely be a lot more smoother. And I'll have some uploads coming as well from today's insights too. But for the most part, this was just a quick intro. Like I said, there's more information and we'll go from there. I hope you had a great day and I will talk to y'all then. All right, peace.